Today, we will be practicing alliteration. The same sound repeated in several words is called alliteration. Listen as I say a sentence. Len likes limes. I hear the same sound, the sound, at the beginning of Len, likes, and limes. I can change the name Len to another name that begins with the to make a new sentence. Listen. Lisa likes limes. Again, all three words in the sentence began with the sound. When the same sound is repeated in several words, we call it alliteration. I'm going to say some sentences. I want you to tell me the sound you hear at the beginning of most of the words. Here we go. Dale dives deep. Each word in the sentence began with D. Here's your next one. Ted told a tale. Most of the words began with T. Hannah hiked up a hill. Most of the words began with H. Bob built a barn. Most of the words began with B. Kate can clap. Most of the words began with K. Rob ran in a race. Most of the words began with R. When you're reading, keep an eye out for words that have that alliteration. Look for those sentences which have alliteration. Now we're going to be looking at a new sound for us today. This is the 5-sound spelling card. The sound is I. Today we will learn a spelling for the I sound. Say this word with me. This word has the short I sound. So the word is rid. I'll add an E to the end. The new word now is ride. The letters I and E act together to make the long I sound. Listen again as I say the word. Ride. Take a look at this word. Let's sound this one out. Bit. That has the short I sound. But if I add the E to the end, that I and E act together to make the long I sound. Listen. Bite. I am going to write the word bite multiple times. As I write it each time, I would like for you to say I. Here we go. I. Again, you hear that in the word ride and in the word bite. You also hear it in the word 5, and it has that I spelling there. Let's take a look at blending some words. Please listen. This is L. It stands for I, and E act together to say I. N says n. The word is line. Line. Say it with me. Line. I'm going to keep the I and the E here. as I build other words for us to sound out. Again, we notice that there's the I and the E. Those will work together to say I. So the word is I, nine. The word is 9. We'll try another. Wide. The word is wide. Say it with me. Wide. You gotta notice that it has that long I sound. Here is our last one. And notice I and E are in here together. The E is always silenced because they work together to say I. Here we go. I, z, prize. So this word is prize. We are going to work together to blend these words. Practice along with me. Remember, when there's an I, consonant E, it's a long I sound. Here we go. Ein, pine. Isle, pile. Isle, mile. Life, life. Ripe, ripe. Ein, vine. Shine, shine. Smile, smile. While, while. Remember that WH just says w. I'm, dime. Yikes, yikes. It, bit. Notice there's no E at the end, so this is the short I. Here we have the E, so what's it going to be? The long I. Bite, bite. Rid, rid. Ride, ride. It, kit. Kite, kite. Notice that each of these words added that E at the end, which gave us the long I. Let's sound out these. Ache, take. Ate, skate. Slide, slide. Trash, trash. Thing, thing. Drive, drive. Take a look down here at these sentences. Look for any sight words that you know. We'll highlight them. Go ahead, tell me some of the words you already know how to read. You know, likes, to, his. I think you can sound out this word already. Fast. So we only need to look for these. We got to sound out these 3 words because they have that long I sound. So we have Ike, Mike, ride, ride, bike, bike. Mike, ride, bike. Now let's read the sentence. Mike likes to ride his bike fast. Great job. Let's try the next one. Again, we're only going to highlight the words that we already know how to read. So let's look for those sight words. Here's got and I'm now going to highlight words that you already know how to read. These aren't sight words, but you do know them. So this is big, which we know. And then this we learned last week. What's this word? Kate. So these are just the 2 that have the long I we need to practice. So we got quite, quite, prize, prize. Hey, we heard that word prize already. Let's go ahead and read the sentence now. Kate got quite a big prize. Prize. Let's try the last one. Again, let's start by highlighting any sight words. And, will, for, Now we're going to highlight any words that that aren't new to us because we've already learned the pattern. Jake. These three have that long I. Let's go ahead and sound them out. You try on your own first. I'll give you a few seconds. Clive, hike, mile. Okay, now let's try reading the sentence. I'm going to have you try all on your own first. Okay, now I'm going to have you check in with me. Clive and Jake will hike for a mile. I'm going to go over what your spelling words are for the week. They're all going to have that long I pattern. Your first word is like. Then you have spike, ride, hide. Notice these all have that long I. And we spell that I with a consonant, then the E. Don't forget the E at the end. Mine. What did I forget? I forgot the E, so I got to add it. We have some review words. I skipped a word, actually. Which word did I skip? Like, spike, ride. Oops, I know. I skipped bike. Bike is also one of your words this week. Then we have some review words. Make, came, water, should. Water and should are going to be sight words we're learning this week. Let's go ahead and we'll actually see those now. Green. My new bike is green. Say it with me. Green. Let's spell it. G-R-E-E-N. Okay, let's write it. G-R-E-E-N. Your next word is grow. The grass will grow. Say it with me. Grow. Spell it. G-R-O-W. And let's write it. G-R-O-W. Our next word is pretty. This is a pretty dress. Say it with me. Pretty. Let's spell it. P-R-E-T-T-Y. Let's write it. P-R-E-T-T-Y. I hope you're practicing every time we write it. This word is should, which is one of your spelling words. When should I come see you? Say it with me. Should has that sh sound that we already learned. Let's spell it. S-H-O-U-L-D. And let's write it. S-H-O-U-L-D. Our next word is together. We can play together. Say it with me. Together. Let's spell it. T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R. And we're going to write it. T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R. Our last word is water. Say it with me. Water. Do you want a drink of water? Let's spell it. W-A-T-E-R. Now let's write it. W-A-T-E-R. You'll be cutting out your sight words today. Make sure you practice them as well.